What's going on, everyone? My name is Tom from Dreadlabs, and today we're going to continue on our clothing brand.
Dreadlabs.
Alright, so in the last episode we kind of made like a mood board with like the world building that we're going to revolve our brand around, which is like kind of optional, and I can imagine that this is not something that every brand that you guys want to start probably has to have, I guess. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do some actual fashion mood boarding. We're going to look for reference material in the fashion industry that we can use to create our own clothing, basically. So before we start off, let's just dive into the mood board that we made last episode. So these are some highlights from the people that we have in our fake fantasy world. As you can see, it's very futuristic and also like kind of grungy, a little bit like, yeah, there's a lot of rave influences, maybe like even a little punk. And here's like more of a science and visuals kind of thing, and the mech suits that we talked about in the last episode. Alright, so before we dive into it, I just want to make sure that if you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually watch the full episode and watch my full-on process on Patreon. There's a separate tier there, which is called the Inner Core tier. It costs €10 a month, and you'll basically get access to 2 full episodes of this series per month, as well as access to all of the resource files, and you can ask me for personal feedback on your brand if you want to. Alright, so now that this is out of the way, let's open up Pinterest. So we're not gonna just like take a lot of like things that we like here. We kind of need like a system when we're gonna mood board. And I've talked to some other people who've also started their own brand, and this is kind of like the same way I approach this. Basically, we're gonna find like different aspects of fashion, and we're gonna make a mood board for each one. And we wanna find as much references as possible. So basically, we're gonna look into the brands we like, but we're gonna actually look on what we like about these brands. Is it the fit of their t-shirts? Is it the prints that they use? Is it the way they print their t-shirts? Is it just the designs? Is it just the material? Maybe the colors? There's a lot to choose from, and there's a lot of reasons why you might like a brand or not. And we're gonna just try to explore why we like that certain brand. And let's say we come to the conclusion that we like a specific style of t-shirts or a specific fit. That might mean that we wanna go with that kind of fit for our brand, I guess. So yeah, I think we just dive into it, I guess. And the first thing I'm gonna do is, before we actually start making mood boards, I'm just gonna go and browse some websites from brands that I like. For example, Pleasures is one of my favorite brands. So another thing that I advise, that if you go to a website of like a brand that you like, it's nice to see like the clothing in the web store, but maybe it's better to like watch them on Instagram or whatever, because then you have like an editorial and you can kind of see how their models wear the clothing. So let's just go to their Instagram for a second. Yeah, as you can see here, you can have a little bit more of a image in your head if you look at the fitting of this t-shirt, how the fitting looks of their pants and stuff like that. So I recommend like browsing Instagram or like the lookbooks on their websites or whatever, to give you like a better idea on how they wear their clothes instead of just like seeing a product shot. Alright, so I found like a pants that I like. I like the Jaded London washed carpenter jeans. I like the fit that they have, so I want to put this on the fit mood board. And as you can see here, there's already like a shortcut. So if you don't know how to get this, there's just a Pinterest Chrome extension. Google it and just install it like this. And basically you will get like a extension here, the Pinterest save button. And if you hover over an image, you can just save it. So I'm just going to do that right now. All right. Alright, so I really like these designs by Abrasive. He's also a designer on Instagram. And I want to put this on my mood board on Pinterest. I want to have all of my images at one place. So what I can do is I can just download this image. I will make sure that I have his name, Abrasive. And I'm just gonna go to my mood boards here, and I want to add this to my print ideas. So what I want to do is I'm going to click the plus button here on Pinterest, and I'm going to create a pin. And I'm just going to upload his design, and I'm going to make sure that I will link his Instagram in the description here, so people will actually find him and won't like anyway like steal his content or whatever, because this is just for inspiration. Anyway, shout out to Abrasive because this just looks amazing. And I'm just saving it right now. And now people can also just be linked to his Instagram if they find this pin that I just put on Pinterest. So we have the colors here, and a good way to like start out, like for example, I have just 2 pictures here with a 5th, and if you just click on more IDs, you usually get like related pictures, stuff that might interest you. And if you cannot still not find anything, another good source is we're going to Reddit. And they have their own streetwear pages and also like a streetwear fits subreddit, and you can just scroll through them and see if there's something you like, and you can just save it to your Pinterest as well. Alright guys, so I think I'm about 36 minutes in, so I think I've been moodboarding for about half an hour, and I made 3 main boards here. I think I made another one actually. Let me just check. Yeah, there's only one pin on there, but I really like the materials on those. Anyways, the most important one for now is the fit one, and as you can see, I would really like to go for this oversized fit, especially on the sweaters and on the pants. And I also really like the dropped shoulders on an oversized t-shirt, so that's something I want to go with as well. Then this is just some random stuff, but I really like the color patterns and the color combinations with this, so I'm not really going to copy these designs or whatever, but I'm just going to see if these color combinations work on my own designs or maybe on the colors of the t-shirts or whatever. And then there's also the designs, and as you can see, I tried to go with a little bit of a wider variety this time. I really dig the Y2K aesthetic, also the rave ones and the retro futuristic style that you can see here on the permanent clothing one, and on the Gage Linston poster that she did for Braindead. Yeah, this is just to give some inspiration, and the mood boards are still kind of empty. Yeah, and that's because I'm just have been doing this for 30 minutes now. So I'm just gonna fill this up off camera or do like time lapse or something. So yeah, if you're gonna do this yourself, I really encourage you to go to your favorite brands or your favorite influencers or your pictures that you really like of fashion, and try to determine what you like about them. You know, like go to these photos. For example, I really like the prints on this t-shirt, but I didn't really like how the picture was taken. Well, this one, I really don't like the pants here, and this is just a basic white t-shirt, but I really like how the t-shirt fits on this model. Here, I really don't like the color, but I really like the fit. So there's like a ton of things that you can like about a certain picture, and you have to be very specific and separate these. And this will result in multiple mood boards where you can determine what materials you want to use and which color patterns to use on your clothing and your designs together. So I highly recommend you to go and dabble around with it for a while now. And as you've seen in this video, this is not something that will be done in like an hour of searching, because like tomorrow you might want to wake up and change a couple of things. So I encourage you to just take a week or something, maybe like even like a couple over the course of a month if you have the time. And yeah, try to make your inspiration as specific as possible, and this will make it way easier for you to dive into actually like designing, sketching and stuff like that. Anyways guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. As I said in the beginning of the video, if you watch this on YouTube, you'll only see a recap, and if you want to become a Dreadlabs Inner Core member, you'll get access to the full video series that's available on Patreon. You'll also get access to the resource files for this, so I will make the mood boards and I'll put them up as an attachment once this video is uploaded, so you guys can get a better look into what I'm going for. And if you want some feedback on your own mood boards, or you want to like dabble around with it together with me for a quick while, you're actually available to do that. You can just ask me questions and I'll try to give some feedback on your mood boards or on your brand one-on-one if you become a Inner Core member. Besides that, you also get a 15% discount in Dreadlabs web store. You'll also get access to all the project files for my design tutorials, and on top of that, you'll also get a Discord role with an exclusive channel there. With all of that being said, this was Tom from Dreadlabs tuning out, and I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.